sub-forums and things.
Well, it's certainly an option. I've prepared them there. The answers are in this book. Do not touch it.
I want a sandwich.
I'll get straight to it. I have a whole free here, by the way. Straight to
sandwich. Yo, wench. Sandwich. Now. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. Sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. Sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. Sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. Oh, sandwich wench.
that should help. That's 15 by the way, okay?
I want a sandwich.
The apple, melon. Well, no, I'll go to if we need to anyway. 19 special minutes left. How long have we got?
Sandwich.
Apparently we can be heard.
We can?
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. They can hear us during this. It's brilliant. Hello, everyone. We're having a pre-conversation. You're welcome. You joined us. We're just here to boomer about for a bit. Yeah. This is number 3. We've done 3 streams now like this.
Yes.
We're off to a cracking start on the 3rd one. I had hit that button, so
Yes.
So clearly it had not muted, which is absolutely fan-fecking-tastic.
Either that, you'd already muted it and then you accidentally unmuted.
You know, that's more than likely, actually. It happens. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter really too much, does it? Because we were just talking about tasting notes for one of the whiskies that might be a problem. Because we'll be citing Master of... I have the boxes, but I looked at them, and Dave can look at them again if he wants. For what?
I haven't looked at them at all yet, so.
Well, they're right there.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know if I was allowed to pre-examine.
Well, you can now, if you want to. So joining me, as you will have heard, is my dear, dear friend David. Say hello, David.
Hello, David.
How is David?
David is good, thank you.
Has David been enjoying his time here in Moistonia?
Yes, I have. This has been very...
Minus the cold night sleeping alone, because I'm not there to spoon you.
Yes, the lack of spooning has been disappointing.
I'm very sorry. Very
yes.
sorry. I just can't resist.
It's been a good visit so far. I'm still a few days to go, so...
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. It has been jolly good having you here. We've had Nerf Wars. We've drunk a fair amount already.
Yeah.
Not today. We've only had one glass of a single of Johnny Walker Blue, which is, well, top shelf Johnny Walker, to be honest.
Yeah.
There aren't many Johnny Walkers that are better beyond black. And depending on how you're drinking it, of course.
Centenary Gold.
Yeah, I don't know how that is so good. Hello to Gemma, Crithbo, and Yempy. Hope you're all well. You always behave. You say that.
X.
Yeah, we thought what we'd do is we have a little chat because we like doing these. We get good responses from you. Just us sat here talking and talking about drinks and maybe other things instead. Perhaps some television. But also there's a challenge, as you would have noticed from the title, called the Singleton Challenge. The reason why is because I have 3 different bottles of Singleton. I actually have 4. But the 4th one is actually the standard, which is Malt Masters Edition, but in a different box and bottle. Challenges for Dave, who has never had Singleton, going on tasting notes alone at some point during the stream to work out which one is which. And I've written down under each one A, B, and C. In my notebook in my hand, which you just heard me slap, are the answers to which one is which. If Dave gets them right, all of them, I will give him a bottle of Singleton Malt Masters Edition. Because I've got one spare, I'm more than happy to hand it over. I haven't told him if it's going to be the one that's open or not, though. Goes home. I got half a bottle of whiskey, Mum and Dad. Surely this will not make you angry with me. But yes, they don't really have... I thought they had more on them. I do apologise.
Well, there is stuff on there. They seem worryingly similar in terms of large amounts of the notes.
Well, it mentions the Diageo stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's all the Oloroso sherry, and there's obviously a lot of them say like the chocolatiness and the fruit, the apple and stuff. So.
Thing is, each one has a title for. So what each on the front of the box has a title. What is it?
Easy and mellow, luscious nectar, and fruity decadence.
That is for... So the Malt Masters is easy and mellow, which is true.
Non-age statement.
Yeah. Luscious nectar is for the 12-year-old and fruity decadence for the 15-year-old. And so we thought what we would do is just talk for a bit, and at some point Dave will try one, then another.
Thank you, Gemma. Thank you for your confidence in me.
Oh, if he doesn't, it's fine. He loses. Simple as that, really. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, if we entertain the masses, then everyone wins.
Indeed. And I don't have a drink, so could you please pour me a single of Gold Reserve, please?
No.
Thank you.
Singles are not allowed.
Thank you.
I thought the idea was to get rid of this.
Yes, but I've got to be careful when I'm working during the week, can't I? I want to have a single later. I can only drink 2 singles, remember?
Yeah.
On the weekdays, I don't drink properly at all. So I have a double or 2 singles. I want to have something else this evening. If I only have 1 double and it's Gold Reserve, I'm disappointed. It's going down. It's slowly. It smells fine.
Down and he's yelling timber.
Seems appropriate that it's inside a glass called Famous Grouse, since both are shocking. Where would you like to start? Do you want to start with the drinks, or do you want to talk about something you like or don't like, or?
Well, we could start by talking about the Spayburn as a random one.
Oh, that's Spayburn we had last night.
Because that is a whiskey that I had many a year ago, and you had it at the time as well. Well, I don't know if you remember, but you did have some at the time.
I don't remember. Was it in your parents' living room?
Yeah.
So I do remember.
Super Bowl night.
I remember, because I remember your girlfriend at the time wouldn't let you drink.
And then she liked that one, so that I was allowed to drink it.
Yeah, I was quite irritated by this.
That was when she got me. No, it was because she got me the swing. She wouldn't let me drink the swing.
Yeah, I remember.
You still allowed to drink.
You've still got the same bottle. They make that quite easily now.
Yes.
I know it's limited then, but you can just get another one.
So yes, I revisited a Spayburn Bradan Orak.
What's that?
Which is their 10-year-old, but it's a specific blend.
It's not very expensive, is it? It's like 20 quid, isn't it?
23, 24 quid.
Is that it? That's all right. Oh, I saw it on sale, that's why, yeah.
Was one that I used to drink and was only one my ex would drink.
Yeah.
But yes, it's also one that we shared during the Super Bowl evening.
Oh, yeah?
I think that was also around the time you may have had, it was either the Jura or the Lagavulin as your birthday whiskies.
Jura. Lagavulin, the 20CL wasn't a birthday one. That was the last treat I bought before I left Norwich. That was like just before I lost my job. Remember, I bought it from the whiskey shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20CL. I was very happy with myself.
So that's for the Jura Superstition. Then.
Not prophecy.
No, I'm pretty good Superstition.
Have.
Yeah.
Still in the cabinet. I just don't touch it. Jura's a strange one because I loved it then. I still do. I just don't touch it. Hello, Credible Threat. Hope you're well. It is whiskey time. Yes. I didn't. So last night you pulled the bottle out. Obviously, I wanted it to be the other one you brought with you, which is it's made by Master of Malt. It's called Speyside. 6-year-old.
I don't know who it's made by. It's distilled by Master of Malt.
Let's just say it's theirs then.
Yeah.
But it's a 6-year-old Speyside, and it's limited to 314 bottles. Dave has one of them. He put them behind his back, and I chose the wrong one. Hello, Beverly. Hope you're well. I chose the wrong one, so I do want to try the Speyside at some point, but we'll see what happens.
Do you have a single tonight?
I might have a Jameson's. Yeah. Do it tomorrow. How about that?
But yeah, so we went back to the Spayburn, and it was interesting to go back to something that I trying to and actually did kind of remember how it tasted, and it did taste familiar, even though it's been probably about 10 years since
I didn't recognise it, and my tongue was still because I'd had Jameson's before that actually. So to me it was too sharp. But after a few more sips, it was fine. I just forgot to drink it, which is bloody typical, really, isn't it?
You got quite tired last night, didn't you? Like I did the night before, where I suddenly went.
I think it's because it might have been because of the night before, because I did drink a bit much. Yeah. I mean, in retrospect, I may as well have had that Dubliner on my own, and that would have been my drinks for the entire evening. Because based on the amount of Sheepdog and all the other whiskey I had, I had a fair amount. I wasn't drunk. Please be clear, I'm not drunk. I wasn't drunk. We're all good. Just, it was a lot to do. Been a while, can't do videos anymore. 2 strikes because of one of my parody videos, Traumatize a Snowflake, going to be blogging more. Well, I hope your blogging yields a positive result for you. I'm very sorry you have 2 strikes, genuinely. Sorry about that, Credible Threat. The Spayburn was alright. I'm surprised you didn't put it in a decanter, though.
Well, that was what I was thinking of doing once I finished the Ocken in the decanter. I thought that would be the next one to go in.
Wait, you put Orchid in there?
Yeah, well, because I had half a bottle of it.
Oh, yeah.
There was an open bottle, so I put that in there.
That's fair. Are you going to do... They told me about this wonderful thing yesterday. I never knew about it. Called the Infinity Decanter.
Infinity Dram, they call it. But you do
Oh,
it in a
sorry.
decanter.
Sorry. Dram. My apologies. What is this?
So, an Infinity Dram is something I actually read about a few years back.
Hello, Veronica.
Kind of forgot about until I saw something about it on a news article the other day. Basically, what you do is you get a bottle or decanter or some means of storage of alcoholic liquid.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get to the end of a bottle, that last dram, instead of drinking it, you put it into said container.
So, dram between 1.5 and 3 CLs. Hello, Wondering Lisa and Sunlight. Hope you're all well. And Gemma, we are both well.
Yes.
Continue.
So what you do over time is you build up basically your own blend of whiskey that you have made from the last part of the bottles you have drunk.
So I could actually do that, because I actually have a small amount of Tullamore left. It's in that hip flask right there. Because I was going to bring that with me to Norwich originally.
Yeah.
I forgot it. I could do that, because I've got a decanter as well, haven't I?
Yeah.
Put the Tullamore in there.
Yeah.
That could be very interesting.
So obviously as you go, you'll build your own profile of what the whiskey is. So obviously you make notes as you go along of what you've put in.
Yeah. I think if I do it, I'd make it an all, like, either all Scottish, all Irish, or Japanese. You know, I don't want to mix different countries. I think that might cause issues. You have over a third of your Kraken if you failed. No, I'm kidding. You've done well. Just careful, because there's a lot of YouTube channels being struck. I noticed. Yeah. I noticed I'd been hit with a violation, and we'll discuss it another time. But this Infinity Dram idea kind of has my it gets you kind of interested, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because I like that idea. Because over the years we've finished a fair few bottles.
Yeah.
We never thought to keep any.
No.
Maybe we should. I'd hate for it. So you'd also have to separate peated whiskies on their own. Because I think if you start mixing that with malts,
Well, so this is the thing, because it's going to be
complicated.
such small quantities overall of each whiskey. That
It depends
actually
if
it's
you-
going to...
But it depends if some of them are the same over again. Say you had a bottle of Jameson's over and over again.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't put peated as the same one in.
Do Jameson's do a peated?
but
I'd try that.
yeah, so you just build up it's like a living history of your whiskies.
If I thought to do that, I could have kept the decanter with the Cardew in, because there was enough there for I was a dram of that. That could have been the baseline to start it with. Cardew,
Yeah.
for those who don't know, Cardew Gold Reserve is what I had.
Cardew is in quite a bit of Johnny Walker, so it's clearly a baseline.
It is. So is Talisker in green.
Yes, it is.
Clan Irish
Perhaps
as well.
That's why we like green.
Yeah, green is alright. Perhaps why I like Talisker.
Yeah.
He might be the other around. Hello, Stina. Hope you're well. Kraken is fantastic, by the way, actually. Fantastic. I actually have a spare decanter, oddly enough, a Stormtrooper one. I was debating whether to give it to someone to Chris for Christmas or whether to keep it for myself. But I haven't made my mind up. But this Infinity, I don't know why I kept saying Infinity decanter, but dram thing is, I like it. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, I think I will. I'll wait.
'Cause-
As I said to you last night, I think I'll wait till I've got a few bottles that are near the end, rather than just sticking one thing.
That'd be kind of cool, because
But yeah, I think I will start one. I've
I
got
like
enough
that, don't
decanters.
yeah, you do have a few. Do it in the tank.
Yeah, I was then thinking that.
Do it
Yeah.
in the tank, because then all you need is one of those pourers, and I've got spare ones if you need one. You know, there you go, bosh.
Yeah.
Sorry, bosh.
Bosh.
Bosh. You have a store? I've actually got two. I gave.
Where's our bedtime Fuka?
Okay, where's mine? I'd given one to my brother-in-law. It was a
Okay,
clear-
I think we just all have a Stormtrooper decanter at this point.
Well,
Chris Bolan.
I had the clear glass one. I gave it to the brother-in-law. The one I've got in the cabin is the dark glass
Yeah.
one, isn't it? There's the one that's completely white now.
Yeah.
I don't like that because I can't see it.
No, there's what you can't see through that one, can you?
But it also
I've
looks
got a clear
small.
one,
It looks
yeah.
small. Yeah, it holds a lot.
And I've got that globe, weird angled globe one as well. Actually, that could be. It's a bit small, but that could be a good one for an
I've
Infinity
got
Dram.
I've got a grenade, which would be a great one if the Tully Bardine wasn't in there. I also have a sailboat one, which is a boat inside a bottle, which is the decanter with a tap at the bottom.
Yes.
Very generous gift that, oddly enough, I was considering getting for myself anyway. But you know what? I'm happy with that. It's very nice.
Are you using that for the Caribbean Reserve, aren't you?
Glenlivet Caribbean Rum. Yeah, whenever we bother to. I'm worried that at some point during Christmas that's all going to freeze in their glass, and we're like, well then. The one interesting thing that never occurred to me was something David mentioned, that if you leave some whiskies in their bottles, extremely new to your channel, I'm listening and hanging around. Oh, I'm very grateful you're hanging around. You're welcome. This is me, Meg, and my IRL friend Dave. He's actually visiting for a few days, many days. And every so often we do these streams. This is our third one, which has a challenge in it. There might be a challenge next time as well, because I'm a dick.
I think next time I should challenge you.
No. If you did that, it'd have to be a weekend.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking, more probably January when I come down.
Oh, January. But before then, I can get you at least one more time.
Yeah, it's obviously. Well, yeah, because Saturday night.
Have you had Old Pulteney yet?
No.
Good, because I can get you with that then.
Saturday night before the gig, I suppose it could be. Can't we?
Could do, yeah. Could do.
Perhaps January if I come down for the week. That's all week.
Yeah, we can do something then. We can organise something. But yeah, what was I talking about?
You were then going on to this is our third thing, and there's a challenge involved.
Oh yeah. So we
One of the challenges might be picking up that left-hand shot glass, so that looks rather more full than the other two.
I may have not realised just how much was in there until I kept pouring. I've poured 3 12-gauge shot glasses. So they're what they are, the shotgun shell ones. So he can't tell the colour of the whiskey, but it doesn't matter because even if he had the bottles, it wouldn't help because the bottles are green.
Yeah.
So he has nothing to go on other than a blind taste test and the nose palate finish overall from Master of Malt, because I've got the web pages open for the standard, the 12, and I've got Whiskey Exchange for 15. Because Master of Malt, Whiskey Exchange for 15 because the Master of Malt one doesn't actually have any flavour assistance at all, other than reviews, which I'm not giving you. Yes. Hello, Almasat. Hope you're well. I'll close it. Sorry, I went on the wrong page. Hello to everyone that's joined. Smash like. What else can we talk about before we even consider starting? What would you like? Is there anything you've been enjoying while you're here, or what have we done that's interesting?
Well,
Perhaps?
I enjoyed opening that Octomore.
Oh, the Octomore 11.3. Would you like to tell everyone about this bottle?
So, did I know the origin story of the bottle?
No, I don't know. Well, that's why I asked you.
So, last time I was here, in fact, yes, friend of the family, Meg's friend of the family was here, and there was drinking.
He was drunk.
There was Dublin and honeycomb involved.
He was drunk.
Yes, he was drunk.
Oh yeah.
Not as drunk as yesterday or the day before. Or today, as he's still drunk.
Oh, he was still
the day
drunk.
before.
We did number him this time.
So, and we were discussing.
Hello, Zombie Teddy.
We were discussing whiskies, and Meg and I had had a
Hello, Deborah.
sample of Octomore 10.4.
Yes, a sample. Oh, a dram, sorry.
Yeah.
10.4.
And we were discussing this, and you had got the bottle of 10.3.
No, I mentioned that I saw a bottle of 10.1, 10.3, 10.1, one of those two, on Bottle Club via ClearPay. He went on it and saw the 11.3 and went...
So he in his inexperience of whiskey, he was looking and went, "Oh, but this one's more expensive. Is it better?" And we were just like, "Yes."
And then David opens his wallet and throws the money for his share.
He was basically like, "It's a bit much," and we were like, "We're going with you."
All three of us, timeshare, you know.
Timeshare whiskey, and he was just like, "A bosh."
That's what he did.
So I chucked in my cash, and that was me done.
Hello,
Meg
Hardly Dan.
came up with some weird convoluted payment agreement where friend of the family would have to actually give Meg money.
Yeah, no, that's because
that didn't work. Maths went out the window at that point.
That wasn't actually me. That was him. I suggested paying him, and then he was like, "Why owe you for?" And
he equated you owing him for something else as you having to pay him less. So you were in negative equity for a while on the whiskey front. But yes, so this bottle arrived.
It's paid off actually. It's fully paid off now.
We took advantage. In fact, all of us were here on Saturday for steak
dinner,
to embellish our already smoky evening with the Lefroy marinated steak with a maiden glass of the Octomore 11 point whatever it was.
11.3.
11.3.
Which is 61.7% or something.
Yes.
It is
180 something ppm.
194.
194 ppm.
It was 197. It was 190 something, and it was brutally strong. A definite sipper. It's intense. I will admit, though, because of the 10.4 sample that we'd had, that hit me harder because it was the very first time.
Yeah,
We
slightly more
knew,
prepared for
yeah,
it.
we knew that was going to be stronger.
Yeah.
And so when the friend of the family sat down and had his bit, he was like,
Yeah.
that was before he got pissed.
Yes.
And then I had to walk him back to his room, chuck him into his bed, which was very funny. Because he stood at the end of his bed and went, I can get in there. And I was like, hands on his back. And I'm like, yes, you can. And I just shunted him and he flew into his bed and was like, okay.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that. I was too busy hiccuping.
I mean, if I pushed him a little bit harder, he would have gone into the wall. I'm just glad I got his head near the pillow.
If hiccups happen again and carry on for as long, perhaps you try pushing me into the wall, see if it knocks them out with me.
I can knock all the wind out of you. You won't like how I do it.
Well, yeah, but that would probably knock the hiccups out of me as well.
I mean, if I hit you hard enough, my hand would go through your chest and out your spine. I don't want to do that. I can't be. Your parents won't give me your whiskey if you die that way.
True.
They'll be like, no, can't have that. Hello, True King of Scotland. Hope you're well. Hope everyone who's joined us is having a great day. We are regaling you with tales of woe and happiness. It's a solemn day, so naturally we're going to tell you about alcohol.
Yeah.
I mentioned on Twitch earlier that we, sadly, his hiccups prevent him from continuing with the festivities. I myself, hello Veronica, just out of curiosity, maybe a bit stupid, what does a classic whiskey taste like? Does it burn like vodka? Depends on your definition of classic.
I was going to say, there's different
doesn't burn.
types of whiskey that,
Yeah, Irish standard line Irish whiskies don't burn. They're very smooth. I'd say Spacesides are probably smoothest of the Scottish. Welsh whiskies are ridiculously smooth.
Classic Japanese whiskey will burn when you first have it because they tend to be a bit stronger.
Yeah,
They're quite smooth, but they tend to be strong.
yeah, they're strong. They're strong.
Obviously, certain areas such as Islay are very peaty, and therefore they will burn.
Islands are strong. Campbelltowns, I have no idea. Lowlands are weird. Highlands are crap, except for Glenmorangie.
So there isn't really such a thing as a classic. Well, I suppose technically there is a classic whiskey, which would be Bell's probably, and that will burn. Yes.
And teachers,
Yeah.
grouse, grants. Oh, blasphemy. Omegon, what, if any, are your favourite American whiskies? Take away the E, because they don't usually... I mean, you would say
Well,
Jack Daniels falls in it, but that's not really a whiskey.
Yeah.
But I know that Maker's Mark
Depends
says
what we're
whiskey
asking.
KY at the end.
Yeah.
Tin Cup also calls itself whiskey with a KY at the end.
Yes,
Tin Cup.
Penderyn is a very good non-burn whiskey. However,
Penderyn
not
Legend.
American.
Penderyn Legend is
Penderyn
this.
anything.
I know, but the... Oh, I don't know.
Penderyn peated, maybe. Yeah.
Oh,
Madeira is definitely.
So I would say
smooth.
the peated one caught me off guard. Because for a peated whiskey, I don't think it's as good as other peated
No.
whiskies.
And the fact that you were expecting it to be like a normal Penderyn as well.
I did get caught up. Yeah, you saw that.
Yeah.
I was at his. I had a glass of Penderyn. Hello, Casey. Hope you're well. Hello, Steiner, if I haven't said it already.
Casey, see Credible Threat's previous comment.
What's good Welsh whiskey? Penderyn. Penderyn. Madeira finish. Beautiful. Or Penderyn Legend, which is insanely smooth. No burn. Beautiful. But it's a very tricky question to answer, Veronica, I'm afraid. Because some alcohols do burn you regardless, because you have to sort of have a few before your body gets used to it.
Yeah.
But I would say for smoothness, you could always start with proper 12 Irish whiskey. I don't think that's burnt anyone, because people mistake it being watery, and there is an element to that. There's not as much complexity on the flavour, so it does go down very well. Proper 12 is probably an easy one, though. I wouldn't mind trying some Swedish and Indian whiskies, and Thai.
I have had a
Fen.
Swedish one.
I want a Fen.
You want a Fen? I've had a Macmyra.
I want to try the
Advent calendars.
Paul John? John Paul?
Yes.
Paul John?
Paul John.
Those are the and the
Amrut.
and the Amrut, yeah.
The Indian ones.
Was the Rampur? Rampur, wasn't that it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
Indian
ones,
whiskies.
which
I
is
want to try
supposed
those.
That's supposed to be like the new Japanese whiskey now.
I mean, I'd like to try them. Maybe get some drams. You never know. It's just a gigantic sheep farm. Careful, there are some Welsh people who might get offended by that. They may not be here at the chat, or if they are,
It's
they're
not
looking.
wrong, but
Shh. They might get triggered. They might get angry with me, and I can't risk the wrath of the leak.
or the sheep.
Yeah, that's
Good job, super sheep isn't a real weapon.
Thank God for that, because they probably would make the distance to my home and actually do damage. Look. Just dropping the holy hand grenade of Antioch. Bye. See you later, Tata. Bang. Hallelujah.
Yeah, good old holy hand grenade
Isn't it Finland and Australia that doesn't exist? Well, Australia does. It's just a prison camp.
I'm pretty sure we had this discussion about Finland existing before, and I think their population, as a percentage of a population of the whole world with a rounding error, could technically mean they don't exist. It's like it doesn't quite work out as 0.1% of the world's population. So it could be rounded down to being no population.
It's just an extension of Russia. It's fine. I can already feel the burn if it's just a slice bit of alcohol and maybe a dessert. How does one enjoy the burn drinking copious amounts? By getting good scrub.
Yes. Also,
To be fair-
just going back
sorry.
up the chat slightly, yes, different spellings of whiskey, because there's Scotch whiskey, which is spelt without an E, and there's other small ranges of whiskey which are distilled and manufactured in exactly the same way as Scotch whiskey, mainly Japanese,
Yep.
which can use the Scotch spelling of whiskey. without
Swedish
the E.
Ven does as well.
Yeah, but everything else is made differently, so
it's
it's in
EY.
the form of a whiskey, but that's why it's EY.
Is it because of the still pot thing?
Yeah, it's
the
the
Irish
type
ones?
of the stills and everything
Yeah.
that they use.
I know the Irish
yeah.
whiskies, they're very proud of that still pot, single pot thing. Redbreast especially, very proud of that. Teeling as well, single pot and all that. And I obviously want to try those. Them and Writer's Tears. It keeps appearing and I'm just like, I've got to try you. You're too tall for my cabinet. I've got a decanter for you though.
When you say whiskey coffee, I have had whiskey in my coffee. It is good.
When I used to drink coffee, yes. Sadly, I can't drink coffee anymore because of, substance abuse. No, I can't drink it because of caffeine sensitivity, I'm afraid. It's like eating spicy food. You don't dive headfirst into the hottest dish. Yeah, so if I said someone starting a whiskey and the first thing I did was try Johnny Walker Blue, honestly, they'd be blown out. They wouldn't know.
No, I don't know actually if you did blue.
I think it would, because it is. When I first had that, I thought it was crap. And that was quite early in my drinking
true.
years. Because it was just too much.
Yeah, but it didn't blow you out of the wall with burn, though, did it?
No, but,
I'm
but I think it would with the flavours.
I'm
It's far too
thinking, like,
complex.
if you gave someone a newbie something like a Lagavulin,
I mean, the
which
Freud
is
podcast will do it.
yeah, something that's actually relatively commonplace in the market.
I think it depends on the type of person. Because some people, it's like musical instruments. Some people, when they learn an instrument, they will start with, say, for example, here, a Squire Stratocaster.
Oh, what, you mean like me?
Yes, but unlike you actually play it. So you'll start with
Yeah.
Squire, and you go from there. You do not then immediately You do not immediately start with a Fender Stratocaster. Why? Because if you start with the best, you will never go back and enjoy the journey. You'll skip the steps, and then chances are you'll have the best, have it show off, then be like, "Well, I've got this. I don't need anything else." You know, you won't be as invested, or you won't drink it because you've already got the best. You don't need to try anything else. It's that skipping the journey thing. And so I think it can still be a valid point. It just depends on the context. Have I missed anything? Oh, hello, Leona. Hope you're well. Hello, Gradient Ledge. When I used to stick my thumb in my... Well, there's that. Have cream with my Jameson. Nice. That's ad-friendly. I do like Jameson.
Thank you for getting this stream demonetized.
I do like Jameson. I'm currently working on a bottle because I want to finish it to put a limited edition one in there instead. Because I got this box for my birthday, my sister got it for me, and I'd like to put a bottle back in there. Also, those bottles are nice. They're very nice. A few bottles of those over the years. At least 2 bottles, I think. Yeah. Maybe. I know we definitely did one because it was my optic, and the second one was the one we shared.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've done any more beyond that, but it's very easy to drink. Although it was not easy to drink after having some of the Irish chocolates.
No.
It mucked up our taste buds, so it didn't taste as smooth. Either that or our taste buds maybe... No, it's smoother. It was smoother than last night, so it's fine. You won't get demonied. I get demonetized every time I do these streams, and eventually they get approved, so we're alright. We're not controversial.
Get approved about 5 weeks after everyone's watching.
Yeah, I had that with a video on the second channel. It got about 4,000 views, and then got approved for monetization when there was no more views in it. Thank you, you fucking smegheads.
Round of applause for YouTube and their support of content
Please
creators.
join me in an applause. One-handed.
Yes, Crispo, you've been very restrained so far.
Yeah, please don't time anyone out. I actually want to keep people there for a change. So would you like to start this challenge?
Yes, I was then thinking I might attempt.
Right.
I feel like I'm going to have to just have a sip of the first one regardless.
Right.
Otherwise I'm going to move
For the sake of it, there are 3 shot glasses in front of him. They're 12-gauge shotgun shell shot glasses, labelled A, B, and C. In my notebook has the answer to which one is which, and I had to write it down afterwards because I almost forgot. Yeah. And he's going to work out from the web pages which one is which. Now, he can sip it and then go, right, what am I tasting? Have a look at each page. Or he can just read them, take a sip, and go from there.
I'm going to have a sip of the first one just so I can move the whole.
But while he's doing that,
Jesus, that was not solid.
yeah, sorry, buddy. I'm gonna. He's putting it near his mouth. You div. So I'm gonna read to you
Well, I couldn't pick
what
it
each
up.
says in order. So this is not the order of the glasses at all. Maybe it is. Who knows? I'm going to read to you what the tasting notes for the Singleton Malt Masters selection, which is the standard line. The nose, soft orchard fruit esters develop into boiled apple candies. White pepper begins to crackle through golden syrup and buttered bread, with a little marzipan icing in the background. That's the nose. Can you sense the pretentiousness? Palate. A slightly oily palate carries more sweet notes of rich toffee, vanilla, and suggestion of pear drops. A green, grassy undertone lingers throughout as a youthful, vibrant spice prickles away. With the finish, the spice dissipates among more vanilla and a little wood ash. Overall, a thoroughly enjoyable dram of whiskey that absolutely works in a variety of serves. On the rocks, and those rocks are made of stone. So, for the 12-year-old, the nose is malty with cereal barley sweetness, buttery toast, wood shavings, hay, and walnut. The palate, orange zest spiciness perks up a malty core of nuts, oak, toffee, hints of cut grass. And the finish, oaky rich with good length, some fruit lingers. The 15...
As you can hear, they're fairly similar so far.
The 15, flavour profile. Nothing really to go on, but the character is vanilla, ginger, apple, melon. Because Master Malt haven't given us anything about the flavour profile of this. Hang on, flavouring profile. Nope, you've got nothing else. Sorry, buddy. But it's called Fruity Decadence. You never know. Just hold this up so I'm not going to get this right. Hang on. All right, we're good. Yeah, so David is now having a look at each one in turn by sniffing them first. He is conducting very delicate and detailed experiments on these right now. Because he wants to win the bottle. That's what he wants. Is the answer Jilly Goulden? You never know.
No, if it was, it would have tar in it.
That's a good point. I like that reference. I got that reference.
Note it. Make it a pop culture reference.
I got that. Hay and cut grass for the win, right?
I was going to say, I like the fact they all have grass in them. That's...
What kind of grass?
Yes.
Ooh. I like it. I like the one here that says suggestion of pear drops. Fam, no. Never.
So from the nose, I think C is that one.
You think C is the standard, yeah?
From the nose. It's very... I think I can get a hint of pear drop.
We'll get to the taste first before you try and make any, conclusions, yeah?
I'm just seeing if I can get an idea from each smell before I...
You're adorable, Stina, don't worry.
So,
just Crispo's a dick, and he knows it.
I think C on smell is the first one. I'm going to do a smell guess first before I start tasting. Other than I've just had a mouthful of A, but...
Yeah, you did have a mouthful. Well, you had to get it down.
Yeah, I had to pick the shot up.
You did have to, remove the levelling of it, because if you lift it, you're just going to tip it and dig on the paper.
It'll go over plumpy.
Yeah, dogs don't like alcohol. It's not a fan. Let's have a look at the chat. We will, by the way, be going through which one is the correct answer when Dave gets to it. Just for the sake of it, though, it's going to be interesting.
I thought you had to open that and show the microphone.
Yeah. Have a look, everyone, at the blank page at the back. That's blank page. Have a look. Can you see the answers? It's on psychic paper, like Doctor Who. I appreciate you're busy, Bee, but will you be doing a video on Alex Belfield? Yes, Wednesday, Halls of Injustice. I know very little about him, but I have a feeling I need to know more. What? No, next one. Ginger, apple, melon. You've got really nothing to go on. No smoke, though.
Got no nose to go on, have I?
No, it doesn't. I would have to go look for... Let me have a look. Look for a Singleton Duff Town. Okay, spell flavour correctly, not flavour. House of Malt. Maybe that's got something. Oh, tasting notes. Here we go. Slightly spicy and drying overall. Toffee apples. Hints of honeycomb balanced by remnants of youthful zestiness.
How can you smell youthful zestiness?
I don't know, but zestiness is there.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
meant to be fruity decadence, so...
Well, my smell guess.
Hang on. Let me just... Yep, go on.
So my smell guess is the Malt Masters is C.
Okay.
The 15 is B, and the 12 is A, because the 12 smells smokier than the A smells smokier than the B, and the C I think I can smell pear drops.
God, I can't wait for you to get to the tasting.
So I'm guessing that's wrong.
As you were. I'm not going to say anything. So for the palette of... we'll go through the palette again of each one. I'll bring this down to here so you can see them in turn. Well, you don't see a thing, chat. The palette is, for the standard, a slightly oily palette, carries more sweet notes of rich, toffee, vanilla, and a suggestion of pear drops. A green grassy undertone lingers throughout as a youthful, vibrant spice prickles away. That's for the standard, or the Malt Masters. For the 12, orange zest spiciness perks up a malty core of nuts, oak, and toffee, hints of cut grass. The 15, malty and oaty base notes, fresh fruit salad, with spicy and floral top notes with water added. There's a pleasant mouthfeel. I was going to say peasant then. Some sweetness, though the overall effect remains balanced and dry. So, you think that one's the standard?
Well, this
then?
one was the standard, yeah.
So the palette on that is toffee, vanilla, pear drops, grass, vibrant spice.
Yeah, so I'm not getting that.
Are you getting orange zest spiciness with nuts, oak, toffee, hints of grass, or malty and oaty base notes, fruit salad, and sweetness throughout, and very balanced and dry?
I would say that one for the taste.
Okay.
But it's interesting because I don't know about you. I can definitely make out smell a pear drop.
I'm not looking for it, but it does smell nice.
Yeah. So confused.
Okay, good. Your confusion needs to stay. Because you thought that was the standard, and now you think it's the 12. Or was it 15?
The 15.
Right, cool. Yeah, you're on the B. He just started with the C, basically. And now he's on to the B.
No problem. Is that a palate cleanser?
I've got some gold reserve. You didn't bring any palate cleanser. Oh no. We've got some washing up liquid behind you. You can go put some water from the sink upstairs in that.
This I think is zesty.
Zesty. Which one was
fruity? So this could be that. This could be the 12, possibly.
zest spiciness? Okay, you think it might be the 12, yeah?
He is genuinely giving nothing away when he looks at the notebook.
I have a really shit poker face, apparently. No, I've got a good one. I'm alright. I can't give it away, because if I give it away, then it ruins the game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's really screwy because you don't have a palate cleanser, so you're being kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you picked up the A. Fika is getting mouldy. Who's got mouldy Fika? If it's okay with you, I can email you some details about him. I used to watch his channel. Please do email me, actually, because I've got his Twitter archived. I've archived a bunch of other things, but that's not what this stream's about, so do forgive me if I don't want to talk about it too much. I know very little about him beyond him getting done for stalking. So what do you think about A so far? You're on A now. Does it have...
There's definitely some smokiness.
Okay. None of them...
To A.
You think A? Hang on, what? Which one's A? 12 standard or 15?
I don't know.
Okay, hang on. Well,
that
A
tastes
is...
like it's got a bit more of a something about it.
Well, 12 has orange zest spiciness perks up a malty core of nuts, oaks, toffee, hints of grass. Standard is oily, sweet notes of rich toffee, vanilla, pear drops.
It could be the wood ash.
So you...
On the finish.
Oh, Oh, from Malt Masters. Okay, could be. I mean, what about the finish on the 15? We have drying pears and digestive biscuits, spiced notes of aniseed. You might need to get some water though.
I've not tasted any aniseed, no.
You might not though, because it's palate cleansing.
True. I've only got flavoured water anyway, so.
I mean, it'll still cleanse your palate. Where is it? The water.
Cabin.
Well, why don't you just quickly go put some water in that? Bathroom's like, I don't know.
Fine.
Won't be able to now anyway. All right. So you've had a little taste of each. You've got the finish for the 15 is drying, pears and digestive biscuits, then delicately spiced with notes of aniseed. Now, why don't you taste them again and try and find the finish?
Yeah, well, that's I think what I found on that one, which is the ash, because there's something smoky. I said when I smelt it, that one smelled smokier than
So,
that one.
which one do you think is the finish for the 15? Wait, who's got a snail? Oak gives off a smokiness. Yes, it does.
Yeah, and there's oak in the 12 and the doodah.
Yes, but which one's the 12 and the doodah?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm kind of screwing him up a little bit because he hasn't had that.
I'm going to
palate
find
cleanse.
out he's put the same fucking one in all three, aren't I? I'm going to go through all this, reading all this, and then he's just going to be like, I've only opened one bottle.
I can confirm to you, right? No. I'm a dick, but I'm not that, right? One shot poured, okay? Right.
It's something you would definitely do.
It is, but one shot poured,
Yeah.
and I've had a few glasses of this one already, so it's mostly empty. Well, not mostly.
Yeah,
That's
so-
a fair chunk. Yeah.
All
But-
three bottles are open.
Yeah. So no, I'm not done that. I can promise you, I have not. I should have. That would have been hilarious. Because you've been sat there for ages trying to work it out.
Good length, some fruit in it. So that one, actually, this one had a good length to it, I think.
All the way around.
Some fruit in there.
Interesting. Can't remember the name that don't like to eat compost like you. Oh, well, he's Norwegian. It makes sense.
Of course, what I could have done is just really screw with Megan, swap them all round.
You could have, yeah. Because then you could have gotten it right. Or wrong.
Now, what's the finish on the 15?
I believe it was aniseed and drying pears digestive biscuits.
Could be that one.
Think so? Maybe. Meg agreed. I always agree because he gives me crap all the time.
Taste, I'm coming round to that one being the 15.
You think I'd just do it in order?
Well, that seems to be where I'm ending up at the moment.
Right. Well, I will tell you that you started with a very different order.
I know, they smell different.
They do. You're right. I'm loving this.
Okay, well, so I've got a smell guess.
Yep.
I'm
Your
having
smell.
an initial taste guess, but obviously I've still got well over 2/3 of each shot to go, which I will work on through the stream.
Yeah. Hello, Fibonacci. Hope you're well.
So that, I think, tastes like it could have.
Right. What I'm gonna
I think you
do.
should make notes of this.
I'm gonna write down your initial guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
In orange. So your initial guess is for C to be.
my initial guess on the smell was different. But
What was your initial guess for the taste?
so C being the 15,
Yep.
A being the standard, and B being the 12.
Okay. All right.
But yes, I shall have a short break so that my palate can cleanse, and then I will attempt another go.
We'll carry on
How I
talking
do.
then, folks. He will look at this in a little bit. Don't worry. We've got plenty of time for him to be certain of his decision. For those who do drink in the chat, I am curious. What is your go-to drink, and what is something you do not like to drink? the aniseed would pop out to me because I hate it. I like aniseed. I would know. Hello, True King of Scotland. I would absolutely. I love aniseed. Give me some ouzo. Bigger achievement than you. Oh, you two are having You two will have great hate sex babies.
I am liking those. They do all taste different. I can tell they're different.
Yeah, they're different, aren't they?
Yeah.
I really do like the standard. I really do. I've been looking forward to trying 12 and 15.
Apparently, coffee or chocolate in any of them. Yeah.
It's always irritating when they mention those kind of things because I go,
chocolate, yes.
yeah, I go looking for it.
No, taste, no.
I go looking for it, and I'm like, where are you? But yeah, please let me know. Coconut Long Island iced tea. I had whiskey sours over the weekend for the very first time. I made them myself. It turned out all right, I felt. It looked reasonable compared to the image. It was a bit stronger than I anticipated, but it was still delicious. Yeah, I quite liked it, actually. Coconut Long Island iced tea. I like that. Coffee, yeah. Long Island tea, sorry.
Big fan of coconut. So
I don't mind coconut, but I think it just sounds like you've added Malibu to iced tea or the long tea.
Hang on, Chris, I think important point here. Crispo is considering becoming a mod here, one of the biggest achievements of his life. I felt that needed highlighting.
That's unfortunate. But yeah, I've always wanted. I want to try other cocktails. I'm not huge on using whiskey for them, but ones that do have them in, I'll use like Johnny Walker Red or something because it's a good way to start with. It's a mixer anyway. You can drink it on its own if you want, but why bother? When black exists, green exists, gold exists. Gold, not gold reserve, and blue.
Or new gold, non-centenary edition.
Oh, gold reserve.
No, gold.
Oh, old gold.
Old gold, but not centenary gold.
The one I've got.
Yeah.
Hello, Jennifer. Hope you're well. Bamboo Spiced Rum. I've seen that in a corner shop near where I live. Can't Drink Taboo, made by Vomit Taste like hot cross buns. I mean, like Parmesan cheese or something. An alcoholic Parmesan cheese.
Oh, that's good.
It smells horrendous, though. It smells. I call it.
Stuff does, yeah.
I literally
Fresh
call it vomit cheese.
It smells like feet.
It smells like vomit. He drew up next to you. It smelled like that.
I'll be honest, I'd moved before I noticed the smell.
I had to dig it up
because the hiccuping was.
I literally, because I didn't want to shovel it up and risk the dogs eating any of it. I dug the entire earth around it. Hello, Orla. Pumpkin Spice Cthulhu. Oh, get in my mouth. My friend made me a weird avocado cocktail. I'd like to try that someday. Bigger too. Oh, right, well, there's that. Captain Morgan Spice Gold. So I like Captain Morgan's Cherry Vanilla. Had a bottle of that. Good. Well, my friend did. I've had pineapple. It's all right. Got the gingerbread one. I hope to get another bottle this year for Christmas. I don't have any regular bottles of it, but I have had. We are going to try spiced apple, and we want to try and get the vanilla orange twist because it's limited edition. He's bought it actually. A friend of the family has. Bosh. So I will be trying all the other ones. I do like them. But I've got Kraken in a luminescence bottle instead of tin. It's beautiful. Leona, you know you want me in your mouth. Like whiskey, rum, tequila, beer, dislike vodka, absinthe, weak, watery beer. So I would say whiskey, rum, absinthe. The rest of it, no, go away. I don't mind. I've got some absinthe. I don't mind it. I can drink it handily, and if I have it with like friend of the family or brother-in-law, they'll do like half a test tube of absinthe and be done. I'll be fine. I'll do the whole thing. Carly, hello. Came back and never said anything. I didn't know he came back. Try whiskey and soda. It's good. I can't drink fizzy drinks, I'm afraid.
Nor can I.
Sadly, I can't. My body doesn't like the gas. That's when you have too much spiced alcohol. Well, that's
Red Bull and Spider Light.
It sounds like Red Bull, like Jaeger bombs or vodka Red Bulls.
Red Bull Snake Bite combo, but
I like that idea. Absinthe made me hurl out of a Jeep window going 7 miles. Oh, that's all right. That's a memory, though, isn't it?
Absinthe is good. I like absinthe.
Right.
Weirdly, when I was younger and drinking fizzy drinks, absinthe from Coke was pretty good.
I'll be honest, I like it neat.
Well, yeah, I do as well. But...
Oh, you get the sugar cube and lighter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your housemates did that.
We did. I know because I was there.
And they had the spoon and everything.
I've got the spoon.
That spoon is not a lie.
I've got the spoon and I've got the absinthe. What do you think I kept? Yeah. I'm like, yes and yes. The one with the holes in, the flat one. Yes.
Yeah. I like
I'll get some sugar cubes. We'll have some absinthe. Or we just drink it
Yeah.
neat.
Oh, we should, yes, next time with friends and families here as well, we should do some absinthe. Get sugar cube over a flame.
We could do them nice first with one of those, and then we could do them dirty with it neat.
Yeah.
But not as bad as this time though, because we ruined it. Like,
No, we'll stop him at like 6 drinks.
Yeah, last time Dave was here, we had all these coffee infused drinks.
Oh yeah, we had the coffee.
We had
rum,
two coffee rums, coffee vodka, and my coffee whiskey.
Yeah.
Which we couldn't really taste the coffee, but the Kraken was the best. The AU was pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
The Pirate's Grog is always good. Taste it when you compare to the others, it didn't quite get there.
Yeah, that Kraken one, dark roast, that was.
I've still got it.
I want to get a bottle, but I need to stop spending money on whiskey.
Oh,
But-
so
which
good
is wrong,
though.
Because I don't appear to be able to stop spending money on whiskey.
Wow, no, no, it was really good. I really enjoyed
I
it.
think I'm the original out of us two, so you're one of us.
One of us. And so he was sozzled then, but he was truly
All
ruined.
of us were quite merry then, weren't we?
Well, no, nowhere near as merry as him.
No,
And
but-
certainly this time it was different. It was just him. I'd mentioned I had pins and needles. My face was a little bit numb, but I was all right. Yeah, I was fine. There's a dairy in Dorset which makes great vodka, a creamy mouthfeel. Really? Ooh. It is one heck of a memory. Chardonnay, champagne, and green monster. I would have done that. Strongly hate cherry liquor, but that's way too strong. I like sweet wine, but extremely sweet. That's fair. Nothing wrong with wine if you're into that. Have to lurk for a bit.
Oh, Leona.
Oh, moist. Enjoy your journey home. Some of the commoners of my country love to drink the Buckfast. I've had Buckfast. It's that tonic stuff. Scottish thing.
No, I haven't.
You can get it from like corner shops. I'll be honest, if you're looking to get wrecked, just drink a bottle of that. Maybe two. 2 for us each. And you're pretty done. It's not good at all. You can get really shreked on it. But it's all right. It's nothing special. It's not memorable. Beyond the drinking thing, I think Count Dankula, YouTuber, said when he was doing a video on the Bjork Stalker that if he'd had a bottle of Buckfast, she might be a 7. If he had 2 bottles of Buckfast, 2 bottles of tonic, he'd fuck a hole in the ground. Oh, Dave's going back to A, by the way. Okay, not in the car driving yet. You nake me. I think she meant naked. You naked me wreck you jerks. Oh.
Yeah, to be fair, she's already had 1 car accident in the last couple of months, which should probably not make her a second.
You sure? Was that because of us being sexual?
No, it wasn't our fault.
Okay.
But I feel like someone having 2 car accidents in a row isn't good for the engagement level of the stream.
Carry on engaging. Oh, moist. Please carry on then. So,
Also, hi Tim, if she's still at work and listening.
oh, please, Daddy. David has grabbed the A.
Exhibit A.
Yep, A. And he is going to have another go at this, another pass. See what he can discern with the time we have left, which is plenty because we're
I
not
was
really
going to say,
planning.
how much time do we have left? I assume we have like another hour at least.
I don't know, half an hour.
Oh, okay. Fine.
We normally go for about an hour and a half, yeah. So, we're doing all right. Plenty of time for you to work this out and work out whether
I'm
or not...
fully confident I'm going to get it wrong. Cause,
I'm hoping you do, because I don't want to give you an extra bottle.
Well, and also whiskey tasting notes are horrendously... Like, you can never find most of the things in them, can
They're
you?
so pretentious,
Yeah.
aren't they? They're so pretentious. Hello, I've forgotten to pronounce that name again.
4X whiskey? Yes. But no E.
And yes, all the well, no, these are Scottish, so it's definitely not any. I could have done an Irish one, but I think you'd get them, to be honest. The Irish one's a bit easy because they're very. No, hello, Hayley G. Hope you're well today. I'm not a goblin. Oh, you're not a goblin. Good for me. But yes, so you've had a little bit of the A. Are you going back to the B? You're going for the nose first, are you?
Sniffing first, yeah.
This is interesting.
This one's there's definitely some smokiness to A. This one is very...
Hello, maybe a pigeon. Hope you're well today, and I hope your hearing aid is
Smooth.
well. I hope it charges fast when you do eventually charge it. Yes, let's have a look at the second. I should be nosy.
I still think I can smell pear drop in this one.
Pear drop and which one? Which one was pear drop?
C, which is the cheap one, or the base one. I know it's supposed to be on the palate, but I swear I can smell it.
Okay.
I genuinely think they're different from smell to taste. Like,
Problem you've got is now you've associated with that, you're going to find it hard not to notice,
Yeah.
not to think it's that. Unless you're dead certain of this. I don't really like drinking at all, but someone must accompany this one weird aunt in drinking on
Okay.
family reunions
I have
and
an
chooses
idea.
me as a victim almost every time. I like that.
I have an idea.
And Jamie, hello. Go on.
I'll close my eyes. You pass me one, because I won't know which one you've picked. You've given up.
All
I
right.
need to smell.
You can keep your eyes closed?
Yeah.
Got it?
Because now I genuinely don't know which one you've given me.
Okay. Okay. You smelling? His eyes are
I'll have a
closed.
taste as well. So
His eyes are closed. He's going to have a little sip of the whatever one I've given him.
now from the
Okay.
so from the smell, I think what you've given me was B.
Well, what does B smell like?
Less than the other two.
Right, don't open your eyes. The nose. For the standard, I'm going to go through each one. Soft orchard fruit esters develop into boiled apple candies. White pepper begins to crackle through golden syrup and buttered bread with a little marzipan icing in the backdrop. The 12. Malty with cereal, barley sweetness, buttery toast, wood shavings, hay and walnut. And the 15. Slightly spicy and dry overall. Toffee apple hints of honeycomb balanced by remnants of youthful zestiness.
Yeah, I would say the 12.
Don't open your eyes. Do you want another one or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so I've given him another one. He's now going to do another sniff test and tell us what he thinks.
Well, it does smell different, so you have given me a different one.
Oh, good. Although, you might be right. You never know. Those sniffs. He's got a big nose, so these sniffs are quite impressive. It's like his whole head's
That could
inflating.
be like the candy apple-y one.
Candy apple. So, boiled apple candies is standard. Yeah, you're indicating that as standard. So far, anyway. I like this. It's like esters do smell like pear drops and pears that are an orchard fruit. That's very true, hardly done. Enjoy your luck, Leona. Oh. What have you uttered with me? Oh, we're having an argument.
Is that Chris Bernstein again?
Yeah, they're still at it. Oh, you've had a taste, have you?
Yeah, I had a taste of it one as well.
I'll take it off you?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one do you think that tastes like? Do you want me to go through the palette again, or...?
Yeah, just 5 minutes.
Palette of the standard is slightly oily, notes of toffee, vanilla, suggestion of pear drops. A green grassy undertone lingers throughout, and vibrant spice prickles away. The 12, orange zest spiciness perks up a malty core of nuts, oak, toffee, hints of cut grass. With the 15, malty and oaty base notes. Fresh fruit salad with spicy and floral top notes. With water added, there's a pleasant mouthfeel. We don't do that shit. Some sweetness, though. The overall effect remains balanced and dry. Do you want the final one now, by the way?
Yeah, see, none of them seem to be that dry.
What one do you think that tastes like, then?
I still think I got a bit of smokiness, which would be the original, the Malt Master. I'm probably really screwing myself now, because I'm probably guessing different ones each time.
Final one?
It's disconcerting as well, because I have no idea until you put it in my hand where the shot is.
I am literally putting it in the crook of your hand to make sure it gets there. Okay, so he's got the last one. You hate me both. Good, good, good. Bye, Jenny. Thank you for being here.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, hang on.
That could be aniseed. That's got something I couldn't smell before.
Aniseed. Interesting. Smell of aniseed would be which one?
15, I think.
Not on the nose.
Read the noses.
The nose
Sorry,
for
hard
the
work.
standard is fruit esters developed into boiled candy apples, white pepper, golden syrup, butter, bread, and marzipan. 12, malty with cereal, barley sweetness, buttery toast, wood shavings, hay, walnut. The 15 is slightly spicy, dry overall. Toffee apples, hints of honeycomb, balanced by remnants of youthful zestiness. The aniseed is the finish to the 15,
Okay.
not the smell of it.
Something that's...
Oh, Dave is doing a blind taste test to try and work out which one of the singletons I've given him. If he gets all 3 right, I'm going to give him a bottle of whiskey. You have a taste yet?
No.
Oh,
So
good.
Still trying to work the smell out, because there's something... With my eyes closed and not knowing which one it is,
Yeah.
I'm not thinking, oh, it's got pear drops or something.
Yeah.
There's something quite potent in the
And yes,
in the
Casey,
nose.
we're definitely having hate sex after this. Especially if you get them all wrong. Yoink. Don't open your eyes yet. You can open whatever you want. Hello, unpronounceable name. Hope you're well. Take these smexy noises for them. Give us more. We crave them. Yes.
There's some spiciness in that one.
Spiciness. Well, you
Still
got
not getting aniseed on any
thing
of the
is,
finishes.
in the Malt Masters edition, you got Spice Dissipates. You have
Spice doesn't dissipate though; it's still there. It's gold and it's still there.
Delicate Spice Notes 15. The palette finish for the others, oaky, rich, good length, fruit lingers. Open your eyes, by the way.
That was
Oh.
interesting. I like that. It was weird, but I like that because I had no idea what I was going.
Oh, really? I could.
That was long. That definitely has got a long. The last one I had definitely has the longest finish, which would suggest 12. I think based on those because it's a good length. Let's see one.
So would you like to know which ones I gave you? Do you want to know which ones I gave you?
Go ahead.
Not the exact ones
Yeah.
here. I gave you A, B, and C.
Okay.
So in this one, you said C is a 12.
Okay. Well, I said that was.
Do you want me to write that down this time?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one, then that leaves you the standard and the 15. Which one is the standard and which one's the 15? Of A and B, that is.
I don't remember that with the. Right. I would say the first one you gave me
A.
did have a different. It did have a different smell.
Was it a fruity decadence or was it...
But B smelt smoother.
Well,
If you can smell smooth.
easy and mellow.
Yeah.
That would imply smoothness, would it not?
Yeah. The nectar is smooth.
It is, but that's not what the focus of it is, though, is
No.
it?
It's difficult because they've all got little bits of things in that
Yeah.
make them similar.
Okay.
Which I like this as a challenge because they are obviously
Yeah.
quite similar.
Want to make sure, as it was fun hostility. Oh no, this is all good. It's actually fun because I've never put Dave on the spot before like this.
Oh yeah, don't worry. We're fine.
We've never argued, have
No.
we?
No, not probably.
Our 15-year anniversary is on the 20th of October.
But better than most married couples.
Yeah, it's crystal, by the way. If anyone wants to send us new decanters, we don't have many of them. Just a few
See,
dozen.
I'm trying. This is the problem. As soon as you start having multiple, you kind of forget a bit of one.
Well, I would say you have realistically you've got removed C.
Yeah. See from that tasting, I've got an idea what that one was for
Yep.
the tasting.
Okay. You're just stuck now on A and B, right? You said that B was smoother. Did you notice which one tasted fruitier? Well, the only way to now look at is now you know you're looking for fruit.
Yeah. Another try of each.
Yeah.
I haven't drunk much of either of them, have I?
No, you've been very careful.
Well, it's not good necking it and not about having another guess. Is that?
They are essentially a decent shot. It's like a double, isn't it? You are looking for something now. Because the names of the giveaway here, aren't they? Right, let's put this down. Hello, chat. Hope you're well while Dave tests things. suck up that essence. He is sucking something up. Hui. Would rather have hate sex with a gremlin than Crispo. Gremlins are cool. Gremlins are very cool. Don't forget here, if you can't tell where the fruity is, then the smooth doesn't become a relevant factor. If you taste where the fruit, any extra fruit is, though, then you know where the smooth one is. Smooth doesn't have to just mean, smooth. Could also mean fruit, so it gets tricky, I guess. This is fun.
So that one, in that scenario, that tasted, or that gave the impression of the oily thing with the malt masters, which had an oily palate that kind of slid down, if that made sense.
You are, however, still, that's the smoothness, isn't it?
That one I think had more flavour in terms of like a sort of spiced fruit B.
So you want to make that standard this time?
So I'd say A was the standard from that taste, and B was whatever one I didn't say C was.
15. Okay, so last time you said that A was the standard, B was the 12, and C was the 15.
Yeah.
This time you said A is the standard, B is the 15, C is the 12. Do you want to have another pass at it, or do you want to try it?
I'll give it a few minutes, I'll have another go.
Okay, right.
I'm intrigued that I'm getting something slightly different, well, a little bit different each time as well.
Yeah. I think it certainly makes things a bit complicated, doesn't it? You pulled over to respond. I was behind it. Wait, what have you missed here? You have a boyfriend, Stina. How could you do that to us? We demand fika without any attachment.
You sharing the fika? I didn't know that was allowed.
For those in the chat, what is your worst experience with a drink? Like the worst one you've ever had? Dave will start.
Which one do I pick?
Yes.
So I have two.
Just one.
And I'll go for the. I feel like they've probably already heard the whiskey one.
Stag do?
Yeah. I feel like we've spoken about that, so I'm going to go for the other one.
Go on then.
So mine was my 19th birthday.
I wasn't there for that then.
No. Not my 18th, because that was a house party, so I stayed relatively sober to make sure my parents' house didn't get trashed. My 19th birthday, moved away to uni, went back to where I used to live, stayed at a friend's. About 15 of us went out.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah. Obviously, it was my birthday. Everyone was very kindly buying me drinks.
It's nice of them.
By that point, I drank whiskey, so I was on the whiskey. But at that point, I also still drank fizzy, so I was on like whiskies and Coke or whiskey neats, and there was mixes of like Bells and Coke or Jameson's neat. Because they didn't have a great range of whiskey in bars at that point.
They still don't.
I don't know, Wetherspoons have actually got some decent stuff. Wetherspoons tend to have a Jura or a Glenmorangie now.
Doesn't mean the rest is good. It's just hidden.
Yeah.
It's like a rarity.
So we went around a selection of pubs. I'd probably had about 12 drinks at this point. And then we went to a nightclub. And unbeknown to me, one of the guys in the group had told the bouncer that, or not the bouncer, sorry, the DJ, that it was my birthday. About an hour after we'd been there, I'd had a couple more drinks at this point. DJ says, I understand it's someone's birthday, and calls me down to the DJ booth. So, of course, I go down, I have no idea what's going on. I should say, one of my friends worked in this nightclub, she was there as well. And a couple of my mates were down on a dance floor at the time. And who you know, the guy who stag do it was, we went to.
Oh, yeah, I remember him, yeah.
His partner were there.
Yeah.
The guy, DJ, said to me, I'll give you this bottle of champagne for you to share with
Oh,
your
the
group
champagne story.
if you can down this one.
Right.
And I was like, okay.
Challenge accepted.
So I had one song in which to do it. I didn't have to down it in one. I had to drink it in the course of one song.
Was it a long song?
I honestly can't remember. Now,
Nice.
I will say that I did not complete the challenge.
So sadly.
But I was quite proud of the fact I only left about 1.5 inches in the bottom of the bottle, and this is a full, like, a proper sized bottle of champagne.
That's all right.
And fortunately, the friend I knew who worked there very kindly volunteered to finish it off for me. And that was apparently allowed. So I got the other bottle of champagne.
Nice.
So went back upstairs, having drunk 70 centilitres of champagne. Oh,
Hang on a second, guys. Sorry, I have to let the dog out. Please continue your story.
So I drunk 70 out of 75 centilitres of this bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
And felt surprisingly okay. Went upstairs,
Yeah.
had another glass of champagne because we had another bottle, and then I couldn't see straight.
You can't anyway.
Okay, I could see even less straight than normal.
Okay.
And then I burped. Except I didn't.
Oh, was this like when you burped at the stag do as well?
Yeah.
You burped and it turned into a Playboy bunny on the mattress?
Yes.
Okay, that was really weird.
So I was like, oh. I went downstairs, went to the bathroom. One of my mates came with me, making sure I was okay.
Yeah.
I went to the toilet. Continued in the toilet, not anything else.
Yeah.
And when we came out, the bouncer had appeared and decided to pat us down for drugs. So I had to take my shoes off, and we were both patted down for drugs. And obviously, I was quite unstable at this point, so I did struggle to put my shoes back on. But they were like, "Okay, you're fine." But I was like, "I don't feel fine at this point." So I said to my mate who I was staying with, "I think I'm done," and he was like, "I'm not surprised."
Yeah.
And so we walked home, or to his. I could remember walking home.
Yeah.
Walking to his. I remember the route we went. I remember we got there and we were hungry, so we had a bowl of Cocoa Pops.
As you do.
I remember we went to bed and he got me an empty ice cream carton.
Yeah.
In case I needed to throw up, which I didn't at that point. I went to sleep. About an hour later, I got up and I threw up in the toilet because I'm, yeah.
Good boy.
Yeah. Once, and that was me done for the night. Went back to sleep. Got up the next day. Bit of a headache, but otherwise fine. Had some more Cocoa Pops, and away I went. And,
see, that's strange.
But I haven't drunk champagne since.
You never sip at the wedding.
Well, I had about 2 sips.
Yeah. I mean, that's the nearest I've ever known you as a younger man to ever touch cereal.
I like that. That's what you took from that story.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong. No, this is very true.
I've told many people the story of my 21st. That is the worst drinking experience of my life. But there are 2 other incidents that have happened where I have had some kind of weird reaction. One was at his parents', where I woke up during the night. I must have been paralytic, so I don't remember it. And I was having a panic attack, so I went for a walk randomly. I twisted my ankle when walking with Dave. It was stupid. But the one that really sticks in my mind, because it was the dumbest shit ever, was my 22nd birthday. Solely because I got punched in the balls for no reason whatsoever. Right? My housemates were like...
This is legit true.
I told my housemates I didn't want to go out and do anything, so we'll go to the bar, have a few drinks, okay? Me, my 3 housemates, and a friend of mine, we all went to the bar, and she got drunk, the friend. I had a few... I don't know what I was drinking, but it wasn't snakebite. I got off that after the 21st.
I'm pretty sure you had a pint of bits of shot, of aftershock and things.
Oh, yeah. They did me a dirty pint.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, because you were there. Oh, yeah. Because then I had to walk back, and on the way back, my friend Claire threw up.
Yes.
on a spot that was that grass refused to grow on for many years.
Later referred to as the monument.
Oh yeah, was it? So she threw up. I did not. Got back to mine, and she put vodka in her eye through the optic.
Yes.
Tried to drink it. It cleaned her eye out nicely.
She tried to drink it, missed her mouth, and got her eye.
She was so blind that her lenses were so thick she could read your mind. They were so thick, and so she thought this would. I thought if anything it would correct her eyesight. Maybe. Turns out I was wrong. She just went very red in one eye. We carried on drinking. I know I had something.
I think you had some Jamesons.
Yeah, I had some Jamesons.
You had some whiskey.
Definitely had some whiskey. I know we did some food, but by that point I was.
Didn't we get delicatessen?
Oh, we would have had
or something.
Delicatessen.
Yeah.
It would have been delicatessen. 'Cause it's just around the corner. Can you deliver? Where? 2 minutes around the corner. Right.
Can't you come and get it?
I mean, I could, but
Nope.
I'm ever so slightly hazard. And we carried on drinking, and then a friend of the house. I don't know who she was friends with. She was just there.
Fair. And Emma.
That was their friend.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't talk to any of them.
Yeah, Ginger.
She looked at me, smiled. She had said happy birthday, and next thing I know is her hand, closed in a weird orb shape, had made contact with my Omegon jewels. And I had suddenly backed up into the radiator in the kitchen window and slumped to the floor with my housemate shouting, "Man down! Man down!" And all I heard in slow motion was someone, "Get the pea!"
That was me.
And somebody literally went and got some bird's eye frozen peas from underneath all the frozen sausages I had in there and dumped them on my bollocks. The next thing I remember is waking up in my bed with my friend Claire on the floor telling me about her having sex with somebody. And I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up, you silly cunt. I'm just like absolutely off my face. I don't remember shit. How the hell did I even get upstairs?
I don't know.
No, I don't either, because none of you fuckers could have got me up there.
I have a feeling that the two guys in the house helped you up.
You probably would have pushed me.
Yeah.
I got hit so
One
hard.
of them had to go up there anyway.
I
so
know
they
that
didn't drag you
I
up.
bumped into my old housemates, because they saw me on the way out because I was a bit drunk, and they were laughing because I hadn't seen them in about seven months. And I would love to hang out with them more, but they obviously were doing their own things, and we didn't get on very well because I didn't fit in with them. But it would have been nice for them to join. It was very sweet of like my three housemates and other people like yourself to do me so dirty, because that reminds me. I do vaguely recall, because of that, getting every last one of them back. I think I had to have done something to you. I know I got all three of them, because one turned 21, I lined up 21 shots of increasing severity. He threw up on the 19th one, which was Jameson's.
Pretty well, to be fair.
I know I got the alcoholic back. Damn well got him back.
Ah, good old Ginnins.
Yeah, and I definitely got the female back, because it isn't hard to get her drunk. I got all of them. I don't know if you were a part of that though, enough to get you back. But I know I got them back on their 21st birthdays. I got them. All right. It had to be done. Revenge was served. It was dick tickling good. All right.
No, we should probably start up in chat. I'm not sure we missed anything while we were regaling with stories of our drunken youth.
Let's have a look here. Nothing extreme or wow. Argued with family, which made my dad stop talking for 2 weeks. All I did was stating my opinion based on my experience, which was unacceptable here. That sounds familiar. Got too drunk after being fed up straight vodka. I had about half the bottle straight, then I drank a bottle of bacon.
Oh, curdle in the stomach.
Oh, huge mistake. Huge mistake.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I
terrible.
woke the next day.
Several miles away. Oh, I've done that. I woke up. No, my house in first year.
We're in different clothes. Excellent.
Housemates did that to me. They stuck me on one of the double deckers. I woke up in the depot near the ring road. And I was like, how the fuck do I get out to campus?
My worst stories involve wine, heels off, being thrown over a shoulder.
That sounds like, ooh, me, caveman, bash you head, back to cave, drag you.
Yes.
Tia Maria. I've never had Tia Maria.
It's a coffee liqueur. Mum likes it. We've got some of my parents. If you next there, you can try some.
I'll try some. I'll try anything.
15 as well. Yeah, that's probably a very 15-year-old drink.
When I was 15, the first thing I'd had then was like a can of Budweiser. My stepdad gave it to me as my first beer. First alcohol I'd ever had was Bucks Fizz and Rosé at Christmas when I was like 6 or 7. Yeah. Right, do you do one more taste test pass? One more pass. I'm going to read off what you've said so far. Standard for A, twice. For B, you've said 12 and then 15. And C, you've said 15 and then 12. Would you like a hint?
Have I at any point got any of them right?
Once.
Only once. So that means A is not the standard, because that's been the same guess twice.
Only once have you got something right in one round.
Okay, so A is wrong, because I've got the same guess twice.
That's all I'm going to say. Because I'm putting a bottle of whiskey up here and I want to be careful. I don't want to lose it.
Yeah. So A is not the Malt Masters. Because I've had the same answer twice. So if that was right, that would be right twice.
Well, now you've got to think. If it's not Malt Masters, it's either the 12 or the 15. But then on the taste, are you going to find malty with cereal, barley sweetness, buttery toast, wood shavings, hay and walnut? Or are you going to find slightly spicy, drying overall, toffee, apples, hints of honeycomb balanced by remnants of youthful zestiness, or just zestiness? Hello XXAOMXX, hope you're well. Look, I'm now live apparently. Woo! I just got an alert on my computer. Bye Crispo, enjoy your sleep. Hello XXAOMXX, hope you're well today. Terrible night's sleep to you, Kithbo. It's just Jessica. Oh, it's Jess. Hi. Dave's really actually doing dick tickling. Damn right, Ola. Well, in the instance of me turning 22 and getting punched in the balls so hard I couldn't walk properly for a couple of days, it was definitely more than just dick tickling. But it was certainly something. I mean, one good thing about that was I was so paralytic, getting hit in the balls that hard, I didn't notice.
He'd already pre-numbed.
Yeah, I was so numb, I didn't even notice when someone had dropped the peas onto my balls. I was sat on the floor and they just thump. And I'm
I
like,
don't know who got the peas. I know I should get the peas.
it might have been D, him. It makes sense because he was more reasonable.
Yes, I think it might have been.
Certainly more rational and sensible until I got him back.
A is B, B is C, and C is A. That's like up is down. That's not helpful.
Let me see if she's right. She might be onto something.
Right, okay. So, looking purely at tasting notes.
Yep. So there's
and having a good taste, I would say there's an element that this being a bit more cloyy, a bit like drying.
Which would be the 15.
Which would be the 15.
Right.
Because it actually, if I taste it and leave it in my mouth, it kind of goes a bit as if like you do if your mouth gets dry. If that makes sense.
Okay.
I can't say I can get any biscuit though, but
That's all right. You're not going to get all those
there is
flavours,
a bit
are
of
you?
spice, so could be that.
Okay. Move on to the next one.
So if I now think that's the 15, I thought both of them have been the 15.
You have thought that. Yeah, actually, if I go to my notes...
Most recently, I thought B was the 15.
You did. You
Yeah,
thought
we've
the C
only
was
got
15 in the first round.
Yeah, so if
Or
I've only got
second.
one right, and I now think that's the 15, I think that must make B the 12. Because I said B was the 12 in the first round.
But you said C was the 12 in the last round.
Oh yeah, perfect.
And that was a blind test. Sheridan's. I don't think I've had Sheridan's. Hello, Monkey UK. Hope you're well.
Oh, I might have to come up with a completely different order now.
Do you remember everyone to smash the like? We do appreciate this.
I'm also still going to have to drink the rest of these when we finish because I've still only got. Well, A is the lowest, and it's still got just under half the double gauge, 12 gauge shot glass left.
That's all right. They're your drinks for the evening.
Not that I'm complaining, but I'm just saying.
Let's see. Is that the one with two bottles? Oh, is it? Sheridan's is the split in the
Yes,
middle.
it's the black
Oh,
and
that's
the
the
white.
coffee one,
Yes.
isn't it? Yeah. I've
Coffee
seen.
and the creamer.
Yeah, I've seen that. I would love to try it. But coffee. I'm great, you two. I'm all right. It's been a very solemn day. Saying goodbye to our monarch. Now just Elizabeth II, Elizabeth Windsor, of course. Yeah, it's been a very solemn day watching the funeral from morning to evening. But one can rejoice that we've had such a long reigning and good monarch. Are you all planning on getting pissed on whiskey? No. This is a challenge. I have laid before Dave 3 shots. I put a letter in front of each one. The glasses, though, are red, so you can't tell what the colour is. And he has no information on previously tasting them because he's never had them. They're all made by a company called Singleton of Dufftown. One is Maltmaster's selection, the other is the 12-year-old, and the other is the 15-year-old. And hopefully, Dave is going to get more than one right. Well, if he gets more than one, he gets all 3 technically. But yeah, he's working this out now.
So from that go round, I would have it 15, 12 malt masters from A to C. Again, it's interesting. Each one tastes different each time I taste it, which possibly is the mixing of the fact that I haven't got a proper palate cleanse.
Would you like another hint now? You have now got, on 2 separate rounds, 2 of them right.
2 rounds, 2 of them right.
No, 1 in each.
Oh, okay.
So twice you've got 1 right.
So something I've got in this one was the same as a previous one. Well, I've moved Malt Masters from there to there. So that wasn't the one that was right before.
Don't look at me, I'm not going to tell you shit. What I'm going to tell you is in the last round you got 1 right. This time, you got a different one right.
So last time I had Malt Masters 15, 12.
In the last one, you had standard 15, 12.
Yeah.
This time you have 15, 12 standard.
Standard 15, 12. 15, 12 standard. And each round had 1 right.
The fun thing here is, if he really thinks, he'll actually realise straight away what he's gotten wrong. Because if you got 1 right in the last round, and then he changed it this time to get something else right, it means that the one that was right in the last round is still right in this round. He changed his answer though.
So standard 15, 12. 15, 12 standard. So I'm guessing I've swapped those 2 round.
I need mates. We all do, Hayley. We all do. I need to play this one with one of my mates. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
So did I get any right in the first round?
No.
No, okay.
No, you got none right for the first 2, in
so
fact.
that one is definitely not standard then, because I was fairly certain for the first 2 that was standard.
First 2 rounds, you got nothing right.
Okay. So that is most definitely not the standard.
You might want to face the mic so they can hear you.
Sorry, yes, apologies if I'm quiet. I'm facing the whiskey and pointing and trying to draw mental diagrams.
I'd love coffee too, by the way, Monkey, but I can't drink it.
So I've moved that one to C, and I've got 1 right. But I know it's definitely wrong at A, and I haven't suggested it at B. So A... No, that's not right. I'm moving the shot glasses, not the bowls. So that at Malt Masters I moved to C, it wasn't right at A at all. I haven't put it at B, but I've had something right when it's been at C.
Doesn't mean it is C, because don't forget here, it was at A and you had something right on that round. I said it was something different this time.
How many rounds I've done this? I thought I'd done 3. Oh, okay.
Because there's one I didn't catalogue the first one, but the first one was initial.
Okay.
Let's say 3 for the sake of it. I'll drink yours for you. You can drink all of mine. Casey, check. Instincts suck on first 2 rounds. That's almost impressive. Yeah, they do suck. I want to come dine with me, but with people I like. That sounds like a lie. There's no such thing as that show with people you like. You normally end up being dicks to each other just on a whim. Right, well, while he works this out, I'm going to close the notebook because I don't want him to see anything. Put the pen on top. Let's have a chat with you, lovely people. Oh yes, if you'd like to support this channel, please consider doing so by the coffee link on the screen. I'd appreciate that. He's doing a taste test where he does a counter. So you're counting then, yes?
Yeah.
So 12. That's the 12.
I counted to 12 because it was a midpoint between. Well, I'm assuming the base one might maybe an 8 or a 10, so I'll count to 12. The total.
Okay. So you did the A then, yeah? You really want to get this right, don't you?
See, I'm doing that. I'm back to that being Malt Masters because it dissipated. There was a little. I think there was the little bit of the smoke.
But you're forgetting something. You got something right. You got nothing right in the first round,
which was
yeah,
basic 12.
But then
15.
on the second round, you got something right, and it was still the standard.
Yeah, which means it was wrong. Which is why, because I got nothing right the first time, and I didn't move that one. It meant those two must have swapped round. So I said 12, 15. So then I said 15, 12. So one of those two was right. Because that one I didn't change between the first 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Must be. You only have 3 to go on, so I'll let you infer the answers. Or give us the answers.
So that's not Malt Masters, even though I think it is.
In your third answer, you said it was the 15.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of it, this will be the final opportunity Dave has to get this right. Oh, we had a donation.
Yeah.
Whoever that was, thank you very much. Oh, Monkey, thank you for the donation. We appreciate that. I have that on my phone for that. That's awesome. I also have a text message telling me to give the dog over. Nice. He's counting at the moment, so do forgive. He's working out how many seconds he needs to get the right flavour thing. Scroll up.
No, that works.
It's not. Oh, that's the flavour thing. Sorry, I forgot. It's not the same Master Malt. Which one was that? B?
That was B.
You've only stopped on 12. Why have you not included standard in that?
Because I read the standard one from it.
Ah, right. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Monkey. That was very generous. He's doing this thing, this trick. I'll explain it. So what you do is you put some whiskey into your mouth, and for every year it exists, it spends time in your mouth. 1 second for every year. And so Dave is currently doing a counter to each one.
Okay,
So
12.
You locking that in?
Yeah.
Go on.
Malt Masters 15.
So you're locking that in, yeah?
I'm anymore. I'm confused.
Right.
I mean, to be
You're
fair,
not right. You're you're banned.
prefer A
It's over.
because
It's over.
I've drunk more. Well, no, I'm going to keep drinking them, but
It's
yeah.
right.
I'm not
Okay,
gonna
we're
make
locking
more
this in.
guesses.
David said in the second round, so after the initials, the first round, let's call it that. That A was the standard, B was the 12, C was the 15. In the second round, he said that A was the standard, B was the 15, C was the 12. In the third round, he said that A was the 15, B was the 12, C was the standard. And his final answers are A is 15, B is standard, and C is 12. Can you just lean into the microphone here for a second, please?
Alright.
I want you to... Actually, no, take my seat back.
Oh, God.
Take my seat.
Now I'm worried.
I want you to now... You said that A is 15, B is standard, C is 12.
I'm going to be very, very wrong.
I want you to now read the answers. In black.
A is 15, B is standard, C is 12.
Well done.
Apparently, I can taste whiskey. It takes an hour and a half and 5 attempts.
Hour and 35, yeah.
Apparently, I can get this.
Well done. Well done, man. Well done.
I will take that.
Yeah, well done. Well done. That was jolly good fun, that was. That was jolly good fun, everyone. Well done for that. Right, well, we're going now. Bye. Thanks for joining us, folks.
Thank you, guys. Sorry for the quiet periods at the end. I did have to spend some time thinking.
You certainly did that.
Yes, no, that was very good.
Yes.
Woohoo! Whiskey!
Yes. Shout out, everyone. Say bye, Dave.
You did not get it before me, Leo.